Turn around, face the other way. Put your hands up.
Flashing red and blue lights illuminate 59-year-old Scott O'Brien as he surrenders without a shred of panic, while his son lay dying in a pool of blood in the hallway.
See my face over here on this side where it's all like spider webbed? My cheek is like, I'm tired of violence,
Scott claims he was a terrified, battered father who acted on a desperate instinct to survive his son's violent rage. But a series of chilling contradictions would cause his narrative to slowly crumble.
Did a bullet strike him?
Oh, I killed him better than shit.
Where did it hit him?
No, head sometime, head in the...
This is 36-year-old Jesse O'Brien. He was a young man with a full life ahead, but inside his home, a toxic cycle of rage quietly built up, until it finally exploded on a cold night, when a single pull of a trigger silenced Jesse forever. On the night of April 9th, 2021, a routine emergency call shattered the peace of Rusk County, Wisconsin.
Hey, Scott O'Brien here. I just killed Jesse O'Brien.
You just what?
Killed him. Shot him in the hallway.
So...
That means he's deader than fuck.
Scott O'Brien dialed 911 and immediately delivered a chilling confession. He had just shot and killed his son, Jesse O'Brien. But it wasn't just the confession that shocked the dispatcher. It was the eerie, flat tone in his voice. When asked if his son was still breathing, Scott coldly replied, "He's deader than fucking." When deputies arrived at the residence, there was no high-speed chase, no standoff, and no resistance. Scott was waiting outside in the driveway, completely cooperative.
Turn around, face the other way. Put your hands up. Give me this hand.
Anybody else in the house?
Oh. Alright, why don't you walk back with me, okay, bud? Where's the weapon at?
On the counter.
Okay, walk over this side. Stand right here for me. I'm just gonna double lock these up so they don't tighten up on you. Nothing on you that I need to know about. Where's Jesse at?
Laying in the hallway.
Okay, walk back to this car for me. Alright, stand right here for me. What do you have in your pockets?
I don't know. Money, probably.
Put everything here, okay?
Keys. I got.
Well, I gotta check, alright?
I know.
Just gonna put everything up here, alright?
Yeah.
Where are the dogs at?
She's out there. Always.
They're in the house.
I don't know where they are. It's his dog.
Okay.
She's gentle as hell, though.
Okay.
He even casually warned officers about his son's dog, stating she was gentle as hell, before directing them to the murder weapon sitting on the kitchen counter. For a seasoned investigator, this level of compliance is a double-edged sword. Usually, when a parent accidentally or impulsively kills their child, they are met with overwhelming grief. They are crying, screaming, or begging for a pulse. But Scott O'Brien stood there with a terrifyingly calm composure. Inside the hallway, authorities discovered Jesse's body.
Ambulance 254, please respond to scene. Please respond to scene. It is secure. One patient, gunshot wound.
Multiple other guns. I'm gonna pop this. I don't know if there's a basement or... I don't see what appeared.
You want the block broke now, or where you want it to go now? And there's another one at the other end.
The damage from the gunshot wound to the head was so severe that responding officers couldn't even positively identify him at first glance.
This is how we found him.
Okay, so you don't know how long?
We don't know how long. The call came in, what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes ago?
Hi, do you want to stop and keep all the emergency equipment?
We have an entrance wound. We have brain matter. I need a light.
Well, what do you want?
I'll go find just look at his pupils. They're fixed and dilated. Definitely.
Do you want
Karen,
cancel?
why don't you contact medical control? You don't think there's anybody else around?
We cleared the house. The house is, we don't think there's anybody else in the house.
He said he was the only one too, so.
There's no need for the helicopter then.
The paramedics arrived within minutes, but as Scott predicted, there was nothing they could do. Jesse was pronounced dead at the scene. The house was immediately locked down as a homicide investigation zone.
Mary's contact, so in this situation, contact medical control.
Caller address is Nora 2705 First Street, 2705 First Street. They advise Rocky got Chrome van,
Joe, bud.
right across.
Joe, bud.
Once if they allow us to call it, then we leave our stuff the way it is on him for the ME and we get out of the way.
Stand
so we're not
clear.
disturbing anything we need to investigate.
Analyzing now.
As detectives placed Scott into the back of the patrol car, a strong, unmistakable odor of alcohol washed over them. Scott wasn't just calm, he was intoxicated. This raised a critical psychological question for behavioral analysts. Was Scott's lack of emotion a sign of a cold-blooded killer, or was his brain simply numbed by a high concentration of alcohol combined with a massive adrenaline dump?
Talk to you and find out what the heck happened. So, can you tell me what happened tonight?
Just attacked me again,
And who's he?
Jesse
Jesse.
is my son,
Jesse's your son. And what?
36-year-old son, muscle bone, you know, and I just grabbed him by the neck, threw me in the dining room, you know, because he strangled me off and going, I'll kill you, motherfucker. And, you know, I don't know what his problem is, but, you know, dope or whatever. I don't know what his issues are. But next thing I know, you know, then I figure it's over with. And he walks out, you know, out in the entryway, grabs a beer, walks out in the entryway, and I go, what the f is wrong with you, you know? And next thing I know, and I keep a piece in my cabinet there in case I got a home invasion or something, you know?
And when you say a piece, what do you mean?
Figured just a Magnum.
Okay.
So he's like, you know what? F you, old man, I'm done with you. He goes, I'm gonna kick your ass. And now he's coming at me full bore. And I'm like, I'm tired of this shit. We're done. Because, you know, see my face over here on this side where it's all like spider webbed? My cheek?
Okay, yeah.
That's from him punching me in the face.
During his interrogation, according to Scott, his relationship with his 36-year-old son was a ticking time bomb. Jesse had a history of violent outbursts, fueled by heavy drinking and potential drug abuse. Scott even provided a medical reference, claiming that during a past altercation, Jesse had beaten him so brutally that he suffered fractured facial bones.
More of that stuff. I'm just kind of seeing what transpired tonight.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I'm tired of violence, you know. So I don't know. That's it. That's all I gotta tell you.
So he come charging at you, and did you already have the gun out of the cabinet, or?
I must have been one big stroke at midnight. See, you know.
You lost me there.
Lost me too.
So, you shot at him with the handgun?
Mm-hmm.
How many times did you shoot?
Yeah, once or twice.
Okay.
On the night of April 9th, Scott claimed the history repeated itself. However, During the interrogation, the self-defense narrative began to show deep cracks. Investigators noticed several selective memory holes in Scott's story. He could remember the exact words of Jesse's threats, and he could remember the feeling of his son's hands around his neck. But when it came to the mechanics of the shooting, the crucial seconds that determine murder versus self-defense, Scott's memory suddenly failed. He didn't know if he fired once or twice. He couldn't recall Jesse's exact physical posture when the bullet struck his head.
And he's got you in a chokehold.
Yeah.
And then do you remember what he said to you when he was choking on you?
I'll kill you, mother.
And then he let go.
I think he let go. I don't know if I might passed out or he let go or what, but then I just remember getting up off the floor.
And then, so you get up off the floor and what do you do?
I pick up the chair and shit that got knocked over.
Mm-hmm.
I stood it back up, and he kind of went in, I don't know where he went for sure. Went in his room and he went back outside, or I don't remember. I mean, I don't remember exactly what happened. It just was, you know, the adrenaline's flying now.
Sure.
You know, everything's worked up. And
So do you remember, were you sitting back down then when he went and got a beer and went out?
I think it was sitting back down.
And then he comes back in with a beer bottle and rake or whatever it was. And then you would have had to have stood up to get the gun out of the thing, correct? So did he say that he was going to kick your ass or whatever before you got up and got the gun out? Or did you get the gun out
No, he
thinking
says, I'm gonna f you up or something like that. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he come in there almost on a run.
and that's when you got up?
I stood up, flipped open the cabinet, grabbed a pistol and shot him. So I'm gonna let him. You know, is this the day you cave in my head and then go hunting the rest of your family and, you know, smoke yourself? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what his plan is, you know.
Jesse allegedly choked him, threw him across the dining room, and screamed, "I'll kill you, mother-fur." Scott claimed he might have even passed out, but his behavior right after the attack was bizarre. Instead of running for his life, Scott stood up and calmly began picking up a chair that had been knocked over. While Jesse went to the entryway to grab a beer, Scott felt cornered, believing his son was going to return to cave his head in and then go hunt down the rest of their family. So, Scott reached into a cabinet and pulled out the revolver. When Jesse advanced toward him again, Scott fired. He called it a knee-jerk reaction, an instinctual survival response.
And I understand that it's traumatizing and it's happening fast.
Like I say, he's got the shit scared out of me, you know. I don't know what he's gonna do.
And I don't know I'm not a big revolver guy, so I don't own one. Do you have to pull a hammer back? Or?
I do, it's double action.
Sure, okay.
But
So you pulled the hammer back, and do you remember how many times you fired?
twice.
Okay.
Then, a massive contradiction slipped out. Despite the weapon being a double-action revolver, Scott admitted that he deliberately took the time to pull the hammer back before shooting. In criminal psychology, pulling the hammer back requires intent, focus, and preparation. It makes the trigger pull incredibly light and lethal. It wasn't just a blind, panicked reaction. It was a calculated decision. Furthermore, a .357 Magnum requires precision to land a perfect headshot in a dark hallway. If Scott was truly panicked, terrified, and heavily intoxicated, how did he manage to execute such a flawless, instantly fatal shot? Was it luck, or was it a cold, steady aim? This is where the psychological battle becomes deeply captivating. Throughout the interrogation, Scott displays a jarring duality.
who wants to kill your son? Nobody.
Right.
I just wish I never even came to this at all.
I agree with you 100%.
You know, but god dang it, you know, you're 36 years old. Do you think at this time do you respect your parents anymore or not? Or I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with these people today.
I wish I had the answer, because maybe we'd be able to figure it out.
I mean, it's just like, you know, it's like everybody's got a f*** you attitude. And I'm just, you know, I never was like like that with my parents in them days.
No.
You know? Wait.
On one hand, he voices regret, stating that nobody wants to kill their own son and that he just wanted peace. He even ranted about the younger generation, saying, "Everybody's got a fucking attitude nowadays. I never was like that with my parents." He wanted to be seen as a battered father who had reached his absolute limit. But on the other hand, his statements remained chillingly detached.
And did a bullet strike him?
Huh? Killed him better than shit.
Where did it hit him?
No, head sometime. I think he hit him in the head.
Okay. Where were you aiming at?
I don't even know.
Sure. Just at his body?
Yeah.
When asked where the bullet hit his son, he indifferently muttered, "Killed him. Better than F. Head sometime. I think it hit him in the head." The more Scott talked, the more complicated the case became. He didn't come across as a completely cold-blooded killer, yet the way he described his own son's death was strikingly devoid of even the most basic compassion one would expect from a father. Was Scott simply a broken man, pushed to the edge after years of domestic turmoil? Or had decades of bottled-up anger and resentment finally turned him into a cold-blooded executioner during a drunken outburst? Because Scott never denied responsibility, the state didn't need to prove who did it. They focused on how it was done. Scott was officially charged with homicide by intoxicated use of a firearm. Under Wisconsin law, combining alcohol with deadly force severely weakens a self-defense claim. The law argues that alcohol impairs judgment, turning a perceived threat into an excuse for violence. There is no widely reported final court resolution published to this day. The case of Scott and Jesse O'Brien remains frozen in a tragic, legal gray area. The true answer lies buried in that Rusk County hallway. What do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below.